You know, heading in now to the Oscars, it was pretty much been kind of set that Michael B. Jordan has got an outside shot at winning Best Actor. But the two main frontrunners are Timothée Chalamet, who's already won the Golden Globe and already won the Critics' Choice, and Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. The Golden Globe and the Critics' Choice are fine, but really, the one you really want to keep your eye on is the SAG Awards, now known as the Actor Awards. Terrible name change, by the way,
bad.
guys. Should have just kept it as the SAG Awards. The Actor Awards sounds like something I present, but whatever. They're now called the Actor Awards. But that's the real litmus test about what maybe we can expect to see at the Oscars as far as the acting categories go. And while there were a couple of very expected outcomes, there was also a couple of stunners, one including Michael B. Jordan. As we go over and look at the results list, their top prize of the night, their kind of version of Best Picture, Best Cast Ensemble, as we covered in other news, Sinners wins. Ryan Coogler becomes the first director in Hollywood history to have two of his films win the award for Best Ensemble in a Motion Picture. Congratulations to him. But this was the stunner, guys. Michael B. Jordan beats out Timothée Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, and Jason Plemons for Best Actor in a Leading Role, taking home the award for Sinners. And you know, while I do not expect Michael B. Jordan to win the Oscar, I've said all along, like, I think my pick is Timothée Chalamet, but Michael B. Jordan is so good in Sinners. If they open that envelope and say, you know, Michael B. Jordan, I am going to have zero complaints because he is brilliant. Sinners is my favorite film of 2025, and Michael B. Jordan and his performance in it is absolutely one of those reasons. Rob, maybe he wins the Oscar. I think him winning at SAG, the Actor Awards, I think it raises the chances. I still don't think he wins the Oscar, but this definitely raises the chances of it. Were you surprised to see that he took home the SAG Award last night? And what do you think that does to his chances heading into the Oscars?
What I have to say, I wasn't surprised because I think he's a beloved figure in the industry. I find him to be a very impressive guy. I've loved him all the way back Friday Night Lights and The Wire. You know, he directed Creed 3. And I loved seeing it. It was a great moment. I loved his speech. I loved everything about this happening.
Yeah, his speech was really good.
And I think that, you know, he's a guy that, remember, he didn't just play one person. He played two.
Yeah.
He gave us double the performance.
And one of the two characters himself played two characters, the human version and the vampire version.
Vampire, yes.
So he kind of played three characters.
And so I'm like, that's plus the technical difficulty in playing against yourself in scenes. So I think that a lot of maybe the actors were more hyper aware of that than anybody and gave that to him, which is, like you said, it makes it a very interesting horse race because when the actors are picking it, that means something. So,
yeah, I mean, again, look, the actors branch puts together the nominees list, but the entire 9,000 member academy is going to be voting on the winner. But I now, listen, I don't think you can deny this is now, I thought it was a 2-horse race with Michael B. Jordan being an outside shot in the 3rd position, but this is legit a 3-way race now. I like, honestly, Rob, I will not be stunned. Well, I'll be stunned if a name other than Jordan, Chalamet, or DiCaprio get named, but I am not going to be in the least surprised at any one of those names. If they open the envelope and say Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm not going to be surprised. If they open the envelope and say Timothée Chalamet, I ain't going to be surprised. If they open that envelope now with him winning the SAG Award, I'm still going to call it the SAG Award. If they read Michael B. Jordan, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just not. But listen, that wasn't the only thing that happened at the SAGs.
No.
There were a couple of other notable things. Before we get to the other winners, I got to call this out. One of the best speeches I have heard at an awards ceremony in a long time, as the Lifetime Achievement Award was given to Harrison Ford. And he was there with his shrinking cast and all that. He was sitting with Michael J. Fox which was really great to see. And his speech was passionate, sentimental, moving, warm, vulnerable. A lot of words you don't often associate with Harrison Ford in real life. But you could tell the entire speech he gave, he was on the verge of tears the whole time he gave the speech. I love how he opened. He goes, "You've given me this award because I'm still alive." Which
Get
I
off
thought was
my
great.
plane.
And then he says, "It's odd to give me the Lifetime Achievement Award when I'm really just in the middle part of my career, but okay, it's a little early." But the way he talked about finding his people, about the way he talked about passing it on, about, using the platform to elevate people. And it was just a beautiful speech. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Harry's. Listen, guys, you know that I'm a tech geek. We live in an age where your phone is basically a handheld supercomputer and your car can now literally park itself. So why are so many of us still using razors that feel flimsy, overpriced, and honestly stuck in 2008? That's exactly why I've leveled up to the new Harry's Plus. When I first picked this thing up, the first thing that I noticed was the weight. It's solid metal, no cheap plastic here. If you want to check it out right now, head over to harrys.com/Campea. Now, what makes the Plus different is the advanced pivoting system that actually reaches every corner of your face. You're getting 3 different blade angles for a clean cut at the root, plus a lubricating strip with aloe and vitamin E to keep your skin calm while you work. No clogging, no middleman, just a great shave. Right now, you can get the Harry's Plus trial set for only $10 at harrys.com/Campea. You're getting the new Plus razor, a 5-blade cartridge, their foam shave gel, and a travel cover. It's a risk-free trial, so if you don't love it, they'll make it right. Go to harrys.com/Campea, and when they ask where you heard about them, please tell them we sent you. It really helps support the show. I don't want to spend too much time on it, Rob, but you heard the speech. What did you think about it?
Well, I loved hearing it, because he's got a great sense of humor whenever he appears in public about all of these things. And I really liked hearing him because, look, I don't think Harrison Ford, he has a really interesting career. And there's movies
One
that
of
are
the greatest of all time.
Yeah, that hard to see, like performances like he gave in The Mosquito Coast, which is a movie that's hard to see these days. Incredible. And you go back and you think that he was in Apocalypse Now. He's done so much. I love movies like Roman Polanski's Frantic. He gives a great performance in. And then, of course, you see him as John Book in Witness, and whether he's the President of the United States. I mean, he's done so many interesting, cool things. And he has been a workaday journeyman actor, turning in great performance after great performance for 50 years. I mean, Bob Falfa in American Graffiti in 1973. Amazing.
All right, let's just take a quick minute here and go over some of the winners, because Michael B. Jordan, of course, was the shock. That was the big. There were some other surprises too, but that was the big shock. As we go down the list, the automatic lock. If you put your money on anybody else, you're a moron. Going into the Oscars, Jessie Buckley kind of completes the sweep, the pre-Oscar sweep for Hamnet. She's going to win, which is great because that movie deserves more recognition and more people need to see it. It's phenomenal. So no surprise there. But I loved seeing this. Best male actor in a supporting role, my pick, Sean Penn, one battle after another. I think it might be my favorite performance I've ever seen him in, and he's already won Oscars.
Right.
And I think this is my favorite performance of his, so I love seeing him win that. I think he's got a better chance at the Oscars now than I thought. Best female actor in a supporting role, Amy Madigan for Weapons. You know what? When I saw the movie, I never thought of her in the Oscar race. And then people suggested it, and I'm like, actually, yeah, she is that good in it. So she wins there. It's going to make it a very interesting race going into the Oscars. Best stunt ensemble, Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning. Now then we get into some TV stuff. This was a foregone conclusion. Best cast ensemble in a drama series, obviously was going to be The Pitt. Best cast ensemble in a comedy, The Studio. Best male actor in a drama series, no surprise, Noah Wyle for The Pitt. By the way, season 2, every bit as good as season 1 so far. Female actor in a drama series. This was a surprise. This was probably people picking 4th or 5th, but Kerry Russell for The Diplomat. By the way, my wife and I are obsessed with this show.
She is great in this show.
She's so good.
This show is great, too.
Oh, I love it. If you guys haven't watched The Diplomat, you should. It's a terrific show, and you'll burn through it. You'll absolutely burn through it. Best male actor in a comedy series, Seth Rogen for The Studio. And then this was the one that kind of surprised some people. Best female actor in a comedy series, Catherine O'Hara. The late, great Catherine O'Hara for The Studio. Now. As soon as she won, I already started hearing the chatter. They only gave it to her because she died. Which is the same kind of chatter that happened after Heath Ledger died after the Joker. It's like, no, he was really that good in it. But I do just want to remind everybody that the nomination voting for the SAGs was finished long before she died. She was nominated for this before she died. Oh, and by the way, the final voting was the final voting period was halfway done. Half the voters had already voted by the time Catherine O'Hara passed away. Could some of the people who hadn't yet voted when she passed away have been moved by sentiment? That's possible, sure. But again, understanding that a lot of the people had already cast their votes, I don't think there's any reason to doubt the validity and the authenticity of Catherine O'Hara winning this. And seeing Seth Rogen telling the stories, I mean, he had no reason to be there. I really wish Eugene Levy had been there, because he was basically, they were on-screen spouses, basically. It would have been really great to hear from Eugene Levy, but
he may not have been able to do it. He may have felt like he couldn't have done it or something.
Well, and he had no reason to be there. I mean, he didn't have a show, he didn't have a whatever, so that's all understandable. So, but it was beautiful seeing good Canadian girl Catherine O'Hara be honored in that way. Anyway, guys, question is for you: what do you think about this? Michael B. Jordan shocked the world. I mean, he's not like the way outside, but I mean, a lot of people thought it was either going to be Leonardo DiCaprio or Timothy Chalamet. Michael B. Jordan wins the SAG Award for Best Actor in Lead. Does that mix things up a little bit as we head into the Oscars? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.